What it is, y'all? It is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back at you tonight with Dokkan! We got some new stuff in the game, which is kind of good because aside from the cell grind, it was kind of getting a little dry. And even though I didn't finish the cell grind, and I probably had every opportunity to and didn't, I got the LR, and I'm just going to grind them out later. Speaking of which, we got something fun in here related to that, but Last Hope, Master and Disciples Desperate Counterattack campaign is on. Basically, it's that new Gohan we're getting tonight. I'm going to do a few summons on his banner, but nothing overly crazy. And honestly, if I'm real, basically it's going to drop, and I'm going to have a half-hour like layover, more or less until the Heroes banner goes away. I may, if I'm real, I might actually drop another 100 stones on the Heroes banner, if I'm honest. Might. We'll see what happens. Just because I really wanted to rainbow some of those units before they leave for a very long time. Legendary campaign is on. Funny enough, the Legendary campaign actually trumps the new Dokkan banner. Legendary campaign for Vegito Blue. If you haven't done him, he's actually still really, really good and really relevant. Not the best free-to-play LR in the game, but it does bring me to a really good challenge. I've long talked about what would be the best free-to-play LR in the game, and this will kind of put a boot up my posterior to make that video. So we'll talk about all that, but most people I would think probably already have them done. Though if you haven't, it's a great time to get them. Hopefully you're able to get them before this, but you know, it is a thing. So we'll talk about all that. That's going to drop. It's going to be its own set video. The new Dokkan Fest banner, like I said, skip this one. Leave it alone. I'm going to drop tops 150 Dragon Stones to see what I get. Tops 150. Beyond that, I say just leave it the hell alone. Bottom Master Disciple banner, once again, I'm going to say leave it, guys. Save for better things. It's really burning a hole in your pocket. We have the Rising Dragon banner, and that's going to be around for a little bit longer as well. Desperate Counter-Attack Pack. Basically Dokkan Fest tickets you can buy through the Pilaf Trove. I'm guessing Pilaf Trove, but it's probably Pilaf Trove, let's be real. And rarely is Pilaf Trove worth. Though, I'll give them credit, they have been much better about it lately. Still, rarely is Pilaf Trove worth. Beacon of Hope and Despair. Or, sorry, Beacon of Hope, War-Stricken... Why did I say Despair? Beacon of Hope in the War-Stricken Future, okay? New stage, obviously, for that Gohan. The fight against Hope, fighting against Despair is back. I've had something that I wanted to talk about on that one for a while, and I need to test out and make sure it works. Extreme Z Area. Extreme Z Area looks like it is back. And there's a new one, it looks like. So, unless that's the same one for Vegeta, but I don't think so. Fighting against Despair. So we're going to get a new Extreme Z area. We'll talk about all that in its own video, but good stuff there. Extreme Z Battle, blah, 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 blah. And that one, the father and son with the Vegito Blue and the Rage Trunks will be permanently available. That'll be kind of nice. Miracle of Light and... Miracle of Sword of Light. God, I really can't talk tonight. That's coming back for a decent amount of time. And, of course, the Future Trunks story events are coming back. Extreme Z Dokkan Fest is on. So, what is getting an EZA? It looks like, Kaioken Blue is finally getting his EZA. That is going to be awesome. I've been waiting for that because that Kaioken Blue, man, he is... Oh... I remember when he was, like, the hypeness, and everyone was like, gotta get him, he's awesome. I didn't pull him for the longest time. By the time I got him, he was just 2 years ago's news. So I'm really looking forward to that. That's kicking off in a week's time, but that's a thing. Okay. And we're getting all the usual stuff with that. Universe 6. So it looks like Universe 6 will be the challenge for that one, I'm guessing. I don't remember, if I'm honest. So we're getting all those challenge packs. The EZA's available. So the new Extreme Z Battle will be available, and they're rerunning some other Extreme Z Battles. You know, some of the usual stuff. Now, worth noting here, we haven't had a World Tournament in a very long time. I mean, it feels like it's been forever, right? They're rerunning the Raditz event. Now, they used to rerun that event right before the tournament. They're running that with Videl, which makes sense to run Videl right now. But I'm going to be real. It's been a long time. And this really only goes to the 25th. I would wager shortly after this ends, we'll probably get a tournament. So you might want to start preparing for that if you're like me and you enjoy the tournaments. You might want to start preparing your teams and get all your ducks in a row. I've got a few things that I need to iron out about my teams. And if you don't, if you're new to the game or whatever, or you're looking for another free-to-play AoE, that Raditz is flipping amazing. So start planning. Start planning, because I get the feeling, we're going to find out here in 2-3 weeks' time that there's a tournament coming up. Just sneaky suspicion. So, good stuff, that. Lots of new things to do and to talk about. We will talk all about a lot of this stuff in its own dedicated videos. But just be aware a lot of this is dropping. So, basically, if you, for whatever reason, the biggest one I would say, if there's any takeaway from this, if you, for whatever reason, are on the cusp and haven't quite LR'd blue yet, probably a good time to finish that LR. Don't use Kai's, for God's sakes, on him. Now, I'm not going to say he's not worth Kai's. He's definitely worth Kai's. But I would say don't, because he's easily farmable. You're going to get 3 extra Kai's from him for getting him blue or for getting him SA20 early. But he's an easy enough... I'm going to get crucified for saying that. He is an easy enough grind. I would say don't use the Kai's. Go full free to play. But that's my default blanket answer. So take that for whatever value you want to give it. But if you haven't LR'd him, at least get him LR before this all drops tonight. Definitely, if there's nothing else you do that little preparation, and we'll talk about that legendary challenge. And listen, we'll do a whole video about who's the best free to play LR, because I have honestly questions. I really have questions, and I don't know the answer. I know he's not the one anymore, but is it Goku Narale? Who knows? Who knows? We'll test it. We're going to test the raw damage of all of these units. It'll probably take the better part of the week to get all that stuff together, but we'll talk about it. But definitely do him. He's totally worth. So, I'm rambling now. Good stuff, guys. All this new stuff coming to Dokkan Global, while JP has the crazy hypeness. We did miss our stream last night. I'm going to rerun a Dokkan stream. I haven't decided when. We have 5 accounts for JP to give away. We're going to do a whole big JP stream. It will not be tonight. Tonight is Damachi. Maybe Monday. Perhaps I've said too much. So, stay tuned for that. Hit the notification bell. If you really want to stay up to date, follow me on Twitter. Birdman in the description down below. I'll announce everything on Twitter, so make sure you follow there to stay up to date. I gotta go plan that. I gotta go.